We begin our part with Izuku, Kaminari, and Kirishima going after school to the gym. Now, when they arrive, Izuku asks them, "Why would you ask me to come with you?" And Kirishima asks, "Bro, we're just friends, aren't we? We're in the same class. I don't have a problem against you, so we're friends, right?" "Yeah, dude, I mean, you don't have a problem with us being your friends, right?" Kaminari asks Deku. "No, I guess I don't, but it's kinda weird for me, I guess." "How so?" asks Kirishima. I don't wanna tell you right now, dude." And they answer Izuku, "I mean, it's fine, you can tell us later when you feel better about it." And so they just go to the gym and shit, they go inside. And they train. Kaminari does some chest, Kirishima does some biceps, and Izuku actually does cardio. Cause bro is a speed, bro is pure speed, okay? Bro went to the max and doubled it. Bro, and actually let's just add that they have super powered versions of the thingies. Cause a lot of people are way stronger than they used to be before the discovery of quirks or the evolution of quirks. So they have their gyms are way more advanced than ours, okay? And so they finish their workout and shit, and afterwards they just go out and they just talk about life and shit. Izuku tells them that he actually feels better about himself, he says, because all of the people that he has met up until now, they've kind of criticized him for something he did 10 years ago. Kaminari and Kirishima are both confused about that, because what do you mean you have a grudge against something a 4-year-old did? And they ask about it, and Izuku answers them that he has a transformation quirk, as they know, and for some reason 10 years ago, after he got insulted by Bakugo, he kind of went into a rampage, a frenzy you could say, and he, without knowing it, accidentally or something, broke Bakugo's arm. And they say, "Bro, did you want to break his arm?" They ask Izuku, and Izuku answers them, "Why the fuck would I want to break his arm? I just got mad at him." And they say, "Then why the fuck are they mad at you?" And Izuku says, "That's what I'm saying. But for the last 10 years, I've never had a friend. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? I've tried not talking to people because they just, everyone knows about it. Except you, I guess. And I didn't want to have friends. I wanted to actually have friends, I didn't want to hurt them like I did Bakugo. That's why I actually avoided having friends until now. I just was scared that this would happen again. Which is the reason I am actually as strong as I am now. Because I meditate a lot of times a day, multiple hours a day, when I'm not at school, obviously, to try and not allow my anger to take over me when I am transformed. Because when I'm transformed, my emotions get amplified either negatively or positively. And what I mean by that is most of the time, as you see, when I'm transformed, I kind of don't have emotions, and that's kind of what helped me through life, to not feel sad when people just discriminated me or were mad at me for something I did when I was 4. And what I mean by it affects my emotions, I just don't feel sadness or anger most of the time. I don't feel either joy as well. I don't feel anything. I'm kind of bland when I'm doing it, and kind of helps with the sadness that I have when I'm not transformed. But now for some reason I just seem to be adapting to it and just getting more emotions through the transformation as well. Damn, bro, you had it rough, they say. I mean, you're growing, so I don't know why no one would want to be your friend. It's been 10 years. You obviously have gotten better at using your powers, your quirk. And so they continue talking, right in front of the gym, in a bench or something, on a bench. And afterwards, it's almost midnight, and they just ran home. And Izuku actually carries them to their home. Like he carries them to their home, because bro is strong as shit. Okay, he's, as I said, half the strength of Prime All Might right now. And slowly Izuku seems to be less socially awkward, socially anxious, and less scared of his own power, because he's still like, no, he knows that he can control it, but there is still the possibility of him going mad. But yeah, the next day Izuku goes to school, and Aizawa gives them, or like he tells them, he tells them, or like he gives them permission slips for the USJ, where they're going to have practical, semi-practical exams to see their heroism and their technique and shit. And so they get the permission slips. Izuku gives it to his mom, and the next day they go to the USJ. Now, in the bus, Kaminari and Kirishima are right next to Izuku, and actually Uraraka sits next to Izuku as well. And she starts thanking him again for helping her in the entrance exam, like not die, I guess, and also helping her pass the 2v2 battles basically. And when the other students start talking about who's the strongest in the class, they automatically go to Izuku, because bro just ran up a wall in like 2 seconds. Okay, he had to go obviously slower because he can't just go sonic speed like off rip, bro. Like he can't just always be going sonic speed, as I said, this, or the speed of sound. I don't know how it's exactly pronounced or like said, but yeah, they obviously know that he is the strongest. He just defeated the son of the number 2 hero. And so they arrive to the USJ, and 13 starts like giving her speech of like quirks are dangerous, and Izuku like resonates with what she's saying, because he knows it firsthand that, or like it happened to him, that his quirk is dangerous if it's not used correctly. And Kaminari and Kirishima know that as well, because they learned about Izuku's backstory. And so they go down after her speech, and they start having their training, when suddenly some of the students have gotten caught off guard, and they have been what the fuck is it called? They have been knocked out basically, and also injured, like severely injured by villains. And Izuku sees that, and something clicks inside of him, and he says, I'm going all out. And Izuku goes hypersonic for the first time. He creates the giantest of fucking sonic booms and starts destroying, and I mean destroying, all of the villains. No villain will escape his sight. Every single one of them will get what they deserve. And so Izuku like goes hypersonic, as I said, his full output, and destroys all of the villains. He knocks most of them out, but all of the villains that like injured severely the students, he does the exact same that they did to his friends. And now the only people left are Kurogiri, Shigaraki, and the Nomu. So Izuku tries to go for the portal guy first, but Shigaraki orders the Nomu to protect Kurogiri, because he's the only way that Shigaraki can survive this. And so when Izuku tries to punch Kurogiri, he's stopped by the Nomu. Because let me give you some information right now. Izuku is 1,000,000% faster than the Nomu, but he's not stronger and he cannot handle as much. So you know where I'm going with this. Izuku gets picked up by the Nomu and gets slammed to the ground to the point where some of his bones break. But he gets up even with broken bones. He turns back and asks Aizawa to deactivate the Nomu's quirks so that he can do the most damage he can. And so Aizawa deactivates the quirks of the Nomu, and Izuku starts going hypersonic for the second time now. He starts punching the Nomu left and right. The Nomu can barely see Izuku, but when Izuku somehow gets slower, the Nomu stops Izuku, he picks him up and puts him down to the ground and starts jumping on Izuku. That's when All Might arrives, because Ida had time to run back and call All Might for help. And this time when All Might arrives, he sees half of the students knocked out, and Izuku bleeding out of his chest and arms. And he gets mad. He gets mad to the point where he gets his prime strength back. Somehow, All Might is at his prime for this moment. The adrenaline through his body just boosted him to the point where he's at his peak strength. He jumps at the Nomu. He starts punching it. And it takes him only 10 punches to defeat the Nomu. The Nomu is knocked out. And All Might picks up Izuku and he brings him back to Recovery Girl quickly. Now, after this happened, later every one of the students is helped by the Recovery Girl, and Izuku will be staying in the nursery or like the nurse's office for multiple weeks now, like 2 weeks at least. He has gotten the most damage out of everyone. He was stomped by the Nomu multiple times to the chest. They don't even know how Izuku survived that. He should have died with how much force the Nomu like put on Izuku's chest. But the thing is, because Izuku overcame that mental block that he had, his durability went up as well. Also his strength, but he wasn't as strong as the Nomu, as I said. He went from half of the Prime All Might strength to about 70% of it. But durability wise, Izuku was way weaker than the Nomu. That's why he got so much damage. But also so little, I guess. And that's where I'm going to leave off part 3. If you liked the story, tell me in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, like the video obviously. If you wanna see more of my what ifs, just subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be posting way more lately, because my upload schedule was dog shit and still kinda will be, but I'm gonna try to upload at least one every week. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, Just OM, out.